Hi, I'm Joel Bridenbaugh. Thanks for joining me on Finance Friday. And I'll be dealing with a topic related to finances here in just a moment. I hope you've got a chance to watch. If not, please take a look at my video from Thursday on Theology Thursday and God is Trinity. And Monday, I look forward to dealing with another issue related to marriage and family. I'll actually be related it to singleness and a topic that's often overlooked about the family. But right now, Finance Friday, I want to deal with you on the issue of debt. And so, obviously, in America, we probably face more debt than a lot of other countries because of the kinds of things we have to purchase and the kind of expenses that are related to those things, whether that be a house and you take on a mortgage. A vehicle sometimes is often bought with a loan. And then there's credit card debt and student loans and home equity lines of credit and so forth. I really want to talk to you about credit card debt, but not just that, but just any debt you have, although most would say, including Dave Ramsey, that mortgage is a good kind of debt. Some student loans can be a good kind of debt if you're going to be able to make that back within a few years and not be spending on that for years to come. But credit card debt's a really bad kind of debt, and that's the kind of debt that can take a while to pay off, and it's in exorbitantly high rates, sometimes 22, 23%. Listen to what Scripture says in Proverbs 22 and verse 7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. The borrower is a slave to the lender. What that says is we have slavery happening in America today. I know that happens with human sex trafficking and such. I'll deal with that another time. But we often don't think about slavery in America being alive and well, and it is through debt, especially credit card debt. And I don't think you want to be a slave. I know I don't want to be a slave. I think most Americans, if you ask them, do you want to be a slave? They would say, no, not at all. But they don't think about the fact that they're a slave to those they borrow from, and they have to pay it back at such high interest rates. Often things they buy that if they would just curb some of their spending, if they would have increased their income maybe by taking on another job, they could have avoided such debt. And they wind up, in some cases, being shackled to it for years to come. I know of cases where people have racked up well over $200,000, $250,000 on credit card debt, and just had what we might consider an average income. And so it was going to take years, like a whole nother mortgage, to pay off. You don't want to be that way. You don't want to take those, you don't want to expend things unnecessarily. And so that's why it's important to have a fund of 1 to 3 months, maybe even up to 6 months, but especially 1 to 3 months in savings to help you for emergency situations so you don't pull out that credit card and charge something that you're not going to be able to pay off because you don't want to be a slave. So let me encourage you, tackle the smallest amount of debt you have first. And once you can pay that off, pay the minimums on everything else. Once you can pay that off, begin to tackle some of the others. That's one of the Dave Ramsey's approaches. I think it's helpful because it kind of snowball effect as you pay off one. It encourages you to keep moving on and paying off others. And so I hope you can follow God's wisdom on that and not want to be a slave and be free and have more to be generous with as you can give to other causes, especially the cause of the kingdom of Christ. So thanks for being with us. Hope you have a great weekend and look forward to seeing you again real soon. God bless.